Shemel Shah. Yahweh Shemel Shah. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, but the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, and thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakradash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation. Hopefully, they got there pushing this word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to hopefully the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And what I want to do, is respond to a video done.
And please forgive me.
All right, by the elder brother Manata Zakba, out there in South Carolina. All right, and there's he responding to a comment. My husband had a child with another woman. Okay, and I just want to go into general mindset. Dealing with this topic. Not address the question. All right, but just the mindset behind the question, because this is the mindset, of Western women. Okay, and this truth, that's why the truth is all about us being born again, having new minds. Now, this is no video to persuade, a woman to accept multiple wives. And this is no video for men, to wild out, and just go get, women, be all into the woman. Okay. But this is the thing about mindset. All right. And westernization, all right, has destroyed the minds of our people and especially the woman. Okay. Because what westernization has done, through the feminist movement, the woman has gotten used, all right, to being equal or above a man. The woman has gotten used to being able to pretty much referee and supervise every decision, and every move that her husband, all right, or a man makes. Okay. But as we come into the truth, we have to have a renewed mind. As for men, beginning with us men, the way we look at women has to be renewed. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get some examples. Okay. Because as we come into the faith and we mature as men, there's particular ways. Let's get this first. All right. Let's get this first. And if a brother could, I need a few scriptures out of the Apocrypha. If a brother could get Sirach chapter 7. Yeah, Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. Yep, Sirach 7 and 26. And let's get Sirach. Sirach 18 verses 30 and 31. And let's get Sirach 25 and 21. Okay. Well, let's go with this first. Let's deal with this. Let's go here, 2 Corinthians. All right, chapter 5. It's 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Yahushua, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Okay, so as we come into the truth and come into this understanding, we really have to take on this mindset of all things becoming new. Okay, because we can't, only agree, we can't only, all right, be okay with the things that agree with our emotions or how we feel. Nah, man, we have to agree with the whole doctrine, man. Okay, we have to agree with everything in here, man, because a lot of Israelites, men included, they got holdups when it comes to things that don't agree with their emotions. Okay, they feel some type of way when there's something in the scriptures that doesn't agree with their emotions, man. When the scriptures come with certain type of discipline, all right, certain kind of, there's that being submissive to particular things. There's certain men that's not okay with it. There's certain women that's not okay with particular things. They don't want to have the mindset of all things becoming new, and they try to hold on to Western standards and Western, all right, philosophies, man. Okay, and when if we try to hold on to Western standards and philosophy, we're gonna always be offended at something, man. Okay, so let's get a couple of these. All right, it's the brother Young Yashala Sirach 7 and 26 is that, has thou a wife after thy mind, forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. And see, these are things that we're coming to understand as men, because this society, westernization, taught us, just to go after women, for these sexual thrills. Okay, they didn't teach us how to build. They didn't teach us, deal with women of substance. Because you go to a light woman, that's a woman of pretty much no value. Okay, she really not an asset to the house, outside. All right, because every woman comes, okay, with you know, with box. All right, they're born with it. Okay, and if that's the only thing that she's good for, that's a light woman. Okay, if she's not a nurturer, if she has no wisdom and order in the house, okay, if she can't help forward what you got going on, and all she have, is that organ that every woman is born with, she's a light woman, and we had to learn to, not to be in that Johnny Bravo spirit. We had to mature. We had to become new. Okay, as we come into your house shop, we had to become new. All right. This is the brother beyond Yasha'Allah Sirach 18 and 30. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. Okay, because when we was younger, we had the mindset, just to go after every woman we seen that looked good to us, man, that had sexual appeal to us, man. Our mindset was just to go after, alter our life, to try to accommodate, her life, in hopes, all right, that we will have, a chance to deal with her. Okay, that was us going after our lust, man. We know you get all amped up to go to the club, okay, to holler at all these different women. You see, that was us operating in our lust, man. But as we matured in this faith, man, we have a whole new outlook on everything, man. On everything, we look at everything different, man. Okay, to where we outgrow these things, man. And then you women, you gonna have to outgrow that westernized bullshit that you be on, man. God damn. Shit, we late in the game, man, and you still, because going back to that comment she left, it was some things in there. I'm like, God damn, but we gonna get it. But dealing with the men first, okay? Because we had to get put in order first, man. This is Sirach 18 and 31. If thou givest thy soul the desire that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies that malign thee. Yeah, because if we're continue to give as a man, if you continually just make decisions based off flesh, it'll be your ruin. Okay, that's why nigga got Jake got all these trash baby mamas, because he keep making decisions based off the flesh. Okay, Jake stay broke because he keep making decisions off the flesh. Jake life be chaotic because they keep making decisions off the flesh, and they become a laughing stock, man, a joke. Okay, but we've learned to refrain myself, man. All right, from these things. We ain't perfect, we still gonna have, we're gonna have your moments. Okay. But we've came a long way, men, and just being in the truth, my short amount of time, just seeing brothers mature and get past that stage, man. Like you can tell when a brother is completely over that lustful, just gotta be out, just gotta be on the scene. Okay, you can tell, when the brother has gotten over that, man. And you gonna have brothers that, that's going through it, well, hey, things got to become new. We got to have a completely new perspective as Israelite men and as Israelite women, man. Okay, this is the brother Corner Y GMS prayer always hope for elect. This is Rock 25 and 21. It says, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for her pleasure." Okay, so we shouldn't just make decisions based off how a woman look. Okay, because this world teaches women that as long as they look good, that's all they need to bring. Okay, that's all they need. Okay, but it's a lot of men that stumble. All right, and if you're stumbling, okay, if you're stumbling, that means you're not being efficient. Okay, there's a lot of men that have failed, that have lost businesses and ruined their households, that based off the beauty of a woman. Okay, but nah, the scripture tell us we can't move like that, man. All right, and all she has is pleasure. Okay, that's a light woman. All right, now, yep, as the brother put, this is GMS through the fire too. First Ezra 4:26 says, "Yeah, many there be All right, it's the brother Tazamak, Shalom Makia. All right, said, yeah, many there be, all right, that have run out of their wits for women and became servants for their sakes. Yeah, they're simp, you know, and as men, you know, we all been in that situation, man. Okay, we went through all these phases as men. Okay, a lot of men, you know, more than others, but you go through that phase with because this society teaches you as a man to pretty much become her servant for her happiness, man. You know, and as a man, we can't live like that. You know, just speaking to you, brothers, like if a woman doesn't get joy, okay, from being under your order, you know, from being your wife, from being your lady, if she don't get no joy from that, ain't nothing you can do, man, but run yourself raggedy, man. All right, because a woman supposed to get her fulfillment, her pleasure from fulfilling her duty as your wife, man. Seeing the house being forwarded, that's supposed to be her pleasure, man. Okay, and as a man, you get pleasure out of seeing, you know, your household provided for, man. Okay, but going all out the way because you see Eve, you know, Eve got the list of what's not to take her. Like, goddamn. So you know, trying to, as a man, if you live to try to please a woman, you gonna always be disappointed. Okay, just focus on doing the right thing by that woman if she's doing the right thing by you. Okay, and it all complement each other, man. All right, and like I said, you know, you enjoy being, you know, your woman cool. You know, y'all kicking it, sipping wine, chilling, talking shit. You know, laughing. You know, that's that. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, but when your motivation in life is her happiness, nah, man, that's a low ceiling, and then that's a road to disaster because the woman gonna complain her ass off, man. Okay, you can spend 20 days in a row with them and do this and do that, but you do one thing wrong, it's like you ain't did nothing, man. So you shouldn't live from that mindset. You hope that doing the right thing by her, she's pleased with that. You know, she's cool with that, and her doing what she's supposed to do for the house, she's supposed to get joy out of that, man. You know, but there's a lot of men that run out of their wits, okay, for what their happy wife, happy life bullshit, man. Okay, well that's off. First Esdras 4:27 said, many also have perished and have erred in sin for women. Okay, and that's that pretty much that woman worship, man. I was saying we brought up in the culture where we was taught to worship women. Okay, we was taught to look at women as superior, as some type of magical deity, man. Okay, in the West, that's how we was taught, man. And women have gotten used to that. Okay, but this truth, all right, it strips women from that supervisor position that they had over men. Okay, it strips them of their worship that they got from the world. It strips them from being able to micromanage every single move that a man makes. Okay, and a lot of women they don't want to deal with that, man. They cool, you know, knowing you Israelites and you know going to the Mediterranean restaurant. Okay, but a man having sovereignty, any type of sovereignty, the Western woman, they hate that, man. Okay, they don't want you to do anything. You know, like the woman really, she don't want you to do nothing by yourself. Okay, anytime you know, they try to be on your heels and all. No, man, y'all gotta get out that shit, man. Cause the woman mindset is, well, what is this nigga doing by himself? You know. Let's go here. Proverbs 29:3 said, whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spending his substance. Yeah, man. All right. And then the Western woman, all right, the average Western woman, okay, is a harlot, man. Okay. The average woman in the West is a goddamn harlot. Okay. And then if you're into these things, man, because you will spend your actual substance, your money. But then if you're in the truth, man, and you're spending, you're running behind these women, you know, you'll lose your substance in the spirit. Okay, what scripture say, wine and women make men of understanding to fall away. So as men, we have to completely renew how we thought and how we move when it came to women. Okay, we had to completely change how we move. We had to become new creatures, man, because we had Western flaws about us as men. Okay, so on the flip side, all right, you women, you gonna have to start becoming new creatures, man, and get off that westernized bullshit, man. Okay, that shit getting old, is played out. All right, it don't work. Okay, just let it go, man. That authority that you got from the serpent, okay, as the man supervisor, you know, you're able to referee a man's life. That's old. That don't transition into the truth, man. Okay. Now let's go here to Ephesians 4:21. It says, "If so be that you have heard of him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua, that you put off concerning the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust." All right, and Yahushua comes in the volume of the book, and within the volume of the book is instructions on how we should be, on how we should move as Israelite men and as Israelite women. Okay, even now, like I say, it's not a video to say that encourage brothers to go heat women unto themselves, because that's not wise in these times, man. All right, because we have to be mature in how we move, man. Okay, just because of the fact that you can have multiple women, all right, that don't mean you just go in there and get Tanisha from the project pregnant. Now she pulling up at the house, knocking on the door, and all. Now you done brought chaos to your life. Nah, man, you got to move in wisdom. Okay, but the thing is, certain men, the Lord, hey, he might add to certain men. Okay, and if that happens, all right, as a woman, especially you say you believe, okay, you gotta have a completely different mindset, man. You can't be stuck in that old mindset, okay, of thinking you've been betrayed. There's something that she said, but that's how women think. The woman said it on the comment on the brother video, but that's how women think. You dealing with another woman is betrayal, and that comes from all these Tyler Perry movies, all these R&B songs, niggas singing and begging to come back because they dealt with another woman, and Sorry I Hurt You, and the Tyler Perry movies, and all these different movies where a man dealing with another woman is the absolute worst thing a man can do in history. Okay, that's how they dramatize. So with just the thought that a man, all right, even just the thought of a man having another woman, okay, do you have Western women, they feel betrayed. Okay, but then if the woman, if she steps out, somehow that's even still the man's fault, man. Okay, like God damn, he wasn't there, but then he's like, God damn, I wasn't there because I'm this shit working 60 hours. Well, what, you pushed me into his arms and all that bullshit. But then, which that's complete adultery. All right, that's wicked as hell. But a man, if here it is, a man, is doing everything and some as far as, all right, running their household, but just the thought of him having another woman is just ridiculous, and it's complete betrayal. Okay, but the real betrayal is you women that's coming on these comment boards, man, trying to put your husband business out there, man. That's betrayal, man. All right, and that's another thing, man. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit, man. Putting your husband business out there, man. Okay, that's between you and him. That's betrayal. Okay, especially telling another man, like, nah, you don't do no shit like that. That's the betrayal, man. Okay, and we not here to referee no marriages, man. Okay, or give marriage advice, man. All right, that's your decision making, because at the end of the day, the men that you're with them by your decision. Okay, if they, whether they follow the truth or not, and it's case by case. But at the end of the day, we not here to referee no marriages, man. Okay, utilize the scriptures and apply them to your situation as accordingly, man. Okay. And another thing, like you on the comment board and you think that you're gonna sabotage, the marriage you got now because he's not in the truth, he's not teaching. Guess what? That's your test. You still gotta honor him as an Israelite man, even if he's not in the truth. Okay? And then if it's meant for something to change, the Lord gonna change it, man. You don't have the power to do that. All right, because America teaches you that, because you look at the divorce rate, it's the women that's leaving the marriages, and they leave it to do what, man? To try something new. Okay, that's not the play, man. All right, verse 22 says, Ephesians 4:22 said that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and a lot of women still want that control that they had, man. They still want to be able to referee and supervise how a man move. Okay? A woman tell brothers, well, y'all can't deal with heathen women. Like, goddamn, you can make that call? That's a deceitful lust, man, because the woman, and that's what the serpent peeped with the woman. He peeped that Eve wanted power, man. It wasn't just no one day thing. Like, the serpent was peeping Eve, how she was moving, and because he seen something in Eve, like, okay, I can get her. She want power, and he brought it to her. Okay, and when you go to conversation, which is anastrophe, yeah, man, you women, you gotta get out there westernized shit, man. This completely different from the world, man. You're not finna sabotage your relationship and think you're gonna ride off in the sunset, with a brother, man. It don't work like that, man. All right, you bound to him. That's your test. Okay. Now you go into conversation as anastrophe. It says now of course common sense. All right, your life at stake. All right, use common sense. Okay. Well, for the most part, just speaking in general, this ain't a blanket. All right, video that just cover every single scenario. Okay, we're just speaking in general. It says a manner of life, conduct, or behavior. Okay, so we have to put off that old manner of life, that old conduct, and that old behavior, and that old way of thinking. Okay, because what you think is wrong according to your emotions, if it ain't wrong according to the scripture, then you off. Okay, it says and be renewed, verse 22. It's like in verse 23, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay, being renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay, and we all have to go through that, man. All right, so let's go from there, because the answer be in the scriptures. A lot of times, women come on the comment board and they try to get into a personal situation. That's because they be looking for an answer outside of the scriptures, man. Okay, because you know what's written in the scriptures, man. Okay, the scriptures tell us, they give us the instruction on how to move. All right, well, a lot of women be trying to get the answer outside of the scriptures because they don't like what the scriptures say, man. Okay, we not gonna go outside of what's in the scriptures. 2 Timothy 3:16, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Okay, so the scriptures contain everything needed in how we should move in our situation. Okay, the scriptures give us every instruction on how to move in all these situations, man. And then it's what is given by inspiration of the Most High. So this is a divine instruction. Okay, this is divine instruction, man. We instructed on how we should move. Okay, let me see this. That's it. All right, this Proverbs 30 and 19. All right, this book of Proverbs 30 and 19 says, matter of fact, let me start at 18. This Proverbs 30 and 18, it says, there be three things which are too wonderful for me. Yeah, for which I know not. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Okay? And you read this in the NLT. You know, because that's not our business, man. All right, we know we don't have the authority, okay, to give instruction. See that Christianity, or the pastor, the wedding counselor, that's off, man. All right, that man shouldn't be officiating anyone's marriage. Okay, it says, how an eagle glides through the sky, how a snake slithers on the rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, how a man loves a woman. And that's another thing, like, because then you get on the comment board, you know, and you just telling your side of the story, man. It's a one-sided story. Okay? It's a one-sided story. So of course you're gonna paint yourself as the victim and Jake the villain every time. Okay? That's what them small hats do, man. I always paint everyone as the villain and they're the victim. Okay? The woman loves to play the victim in all these situations, man. You know? We don't know the dynamics and the history, and we don't need to know. That's between, all right, your husband and yourself. Okay? Let's go here. Even Yahushua. Let's go to Matthew 19. All right, Matthew 19 and 4, it says, and he answered and said to them, have you not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And he said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. All right, and that's through sex. It says, wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore the Most High have joined together, let no man put asunder, man. Okay? So that a man on earth doesn't have the authority, okay, shouldn't have the authority to put a man and woman asunder, all right, or apart, to separate, okay? And then you got the men that teach that. I know IUIC, you know, teaches if your husband has to be in the truth or your wife has to be in the truth. That's off, man. Yahushua said, what the Most High have joined together, let no man put asunder. Okay? So we not in that business, man. All right? And then another thing, like, that's a very, see, the westernization, especially with our women, it gives them a slave child. That's a very childish like mindset to have. If a brother can put that in if a brother can post Sirach 26 and 6. Okay. Now I want to go here and just go to our, matter of fact, before I do that, let's go to First Peter. Then we'll go back, get some examples, man. Okay. This is First Peter. First Peter 3 and 1, it says, likewise, you wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. Okay? So the Bible gives us the instruction. What I'm supposed to do with my husband not in the truth. What the Bible say. Okay? Be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation, your anastrophe, your conduct of the wives. All right, because as a woman, you're supposed to be a reflection of what's being taught. Okay? And because at the end of the day, whatever situation we in is always about us. It's always about our self-development. The Lord put us in these situations to develop ourselves, man. Okay? And when you're playing the victim, you're not self-developing because you feel like you don't need to change. Your mindset is making this person change. Okay? But now the thing is it's about us changing, us conforming. We have the wisdom. We have the understanding. We know what's expected of us as Israelite men and Israelite women. We know what the Bible say. Okay? It's plain as day. Letting you know that this is the head of the church, Apostle Peter, telling you to be in subjection to your own husband, man. All right? And if he is outside the truth, maybe your conduct can draw him in. Okay? And if it's not meant for him to get it, the Lord gonna deal. He gonna intervene. Okay? Not man upon earth. Okay? It says, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get this. Let me see. NLT. Yep, this is all right. Verse 3 says, don't be concerned about the outward beauty and fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, or beautiful clothes. Okay? Now that doesn't mean, you can't have nice things or, or fix yourself up. All right. But we live, especially in this time, and it was going on back then, where a lot of women, they put a lot of emphasis on outward beauty. Okay. But they was off. They was out of order. Okay. They was loose. They was out of order, unruly. All right. Just as you have in this time, there's a lot of women, especially in social media area, they put a lot of emphasis on dressing up. Okay. They put a lot of emphasis, like now, even, women that know they're Israelite, they put a lot of emphasis on the hair wraps and hairstyles, but inwardly they off. Inwardly they still have a feminist mindset. Okay? Verse 3 said, you should clothe yourselves instead with the beauty that comes from within. You see, it's about changing from within. Okay? Not based on how your emotions feel, man, or how you think a man, your husband should be. Okay? The Lord dealing with that situation. Either he gonna eventually bring them in, okay, but the part you play in that is making sure your conduct is right so you can be blameless. Okay? It says, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to the Most High, and that's pleasing to the Heavenly Father. Okay? That submissive spirit. Okay? It said, this is how the holy women of old made themselves beautiful. They trusted the Most High and accepted the authority of their husbands. Okay? This is how the holy women of old made themselves beautiful. They trusted the Most High and accepted the authority of their husbands. For instance, Sarah obeyed her husband Abraham and called him her master. You are her daughters when you do, is the action, what is right without fear of what your husbands might do. Okay? Because the West teaches you to micromanage your husband, man. Go through the phone, trying to see what he's worried about, trying to time him and all this old shit, man. You got to get out that shit, man. Okay? A woman act like she has to hold your hand through life. Like, goddamn, no, man. So let's go here. Let's get the account. Okay, if he had another child, however it go, he old enough to deal with that. Okay, he a big boy. He can deal with that. All right. I like this just some major dramatic earth, like the earth, like everybody gotta take a time out to try to see what we're gonna do about this situation. Hell no, man. Okay? No. And the brother Manat Zakba, he did a beautiful response and he answered according to the scriptures, man. Okay? And we all gonna answer according to the scriptures. Genesis 16:1, it says, now Sarai, Abraham's wife. Well, matter of fact, let me start here to set it up. Let's go here. Okay. It's Genesis 15:1. It said, after these things, the word of the Lord came unto Abraham in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. Okay. And that's another thing, like as a man, our emphasis, okay, we should have emphasis on our relationship, with the Heavenly Father, all right, through our big brother Yahushua, man. You know, that's our exceeding great reward. And that's another thing, the woman in this society, she acts like, especially with the average man, the average woman, okay, she feels as if she's doing the average man a favor just by being there. Okay, so that's why they feel so betrayed, because it's like, you know, how could you deal with another woman and I'm here? You know, like they supposed to be the beginning and the end of our joy. Like they supposed to be the beginning and the end of our happiness. It's all in her. No, man, shit, no, it don't work like that. Okay? But the average woman, they have that mindset as if they're doing the average man a huge favor just by being there, man. Okay? But now as a man, we starting to think different. Look what the Most High said to Abraham: I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. Bitch, please. Okay? It says in Abram, and not speaking to the woman, I'm speaking in general. You know, not speaking to the woman that left the comment, just speaking in general, man. You know, most of this is speaking in general. Okay? Because some of the things said just represent the mindset of a lot of women. All right. It says, Abram said, Lord power, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house, all right, is this Eleazar of Damascus. So you keep reading, and Abram said, behold, to me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is my heir. So Abraham didn't have no seed. He didn't have no heir, to the point he was going to have to, you know, give his inheritance to one of his stewards, one of his servants. Okay. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, this shall not be thine heir, but he that shall come forth out of thy own bowels shall be thine heir. Okay. So the Lord made him a promise like, no, it's going to be one that's going to come from your bowels. Okay. So when you get here to verse 16, now you don't think that Sarah, you know, is in the loop concerning, you know, Abraham needing the heir. Okay. So in her mind, all right, Genesis 16:1, it says, now Sarai, Abraham's wife, bare him no children, and she had a handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarai, all right, said unto Abram, behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. So Sarai, and this ain't, like I said, this not promoting, you know, you women, you know, to go hunt for a woman for your husband. No, all right, and that's not wise in these times. Okay, you know, you on tag Instagram, you know, looking for, you know, a woman for your husband. No, this ain't promoting that. This is going back to the mindset. Sarai took herself out of the equation. It wasn't, she making a decision not based on her emotions, but forward in the house of her Lord, her master. All right, Abram. Okay, and it says, in Sarai's, Abram's wife took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. So when Hagar became pregnant, she got proud. Well, that goes into a whole nother story, all right? Because you got Ishmael, and then eventually Sarah will have Isaac, you know? So not harping on the drama that was around this story, we're harping on the mindset of Sarah. First, she realized, okay, I'm not barren, I'm not having children, we not getting no younger. Abraham need an heir, okay? So she made a decision based on forwarding her master's house, okay? Now, like I say, that the drama that came with that was based on, you know, that promise, okay, because it was meant for eventually Hagar to be cast out, okay, because she wasn't Ishmael wasn't the child, all right, of the covenant, okay. Verse 5 is that, and Sarai said unto Abram, my wrong be upon thee. I have given my maid into thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. Yeah, she, began to get proud against Sarah. It said, the Lord judged between me and thee. But Abram said unto Sarah, behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. So Sarai, or Sarah, her name will change to Sarah. All right. When she went to Abraham, okay, she didn't make a move until she got the green light from Abraham to deal with Hagar as she pleased. All right. And then, she put that pressure on Hagar. Hagar had to leave. Okay. But that was also symbolic, of Ishmael not being of that promise. Okay. She was of the bond woman. Okay. Was Sarah, okay, would bear the heir, which was Isaac. All right. But you just see the order that Sarah was in. Okay. And her mindset was about the forwarding, of the house. All right. So let's go here. And we, it's understand, and I fully get it. I know that wouldn't be a simple thing. Okay. Dealing with that. All right. Especially, you and your husband just been y'all two rocking for a while. Okay. And I can completely get it. But then again, the Lord making moves. All right. And the Lord not waiting on your emotions and waiting till you get over, waiting till you stop feeling a certain type of way to do what he gonna do. The Lord gonna make a move when he get ready. Okay. And he putting his spirit, the man on his spirit, to be able to deal. Okay. so the Lord, just saying, like I say, this is not a video just to promote, just going crazy, go have children, all these different women, and the women just it ain't that. But you're gonna have certain situations that as a woman, you're gonna have to get over that shit, man. Okay, especially as we get closer and closer to the end, you're gonna have to get out that westernized shit, man. And really be born again in the spirit. Okay? Because the Lord not gonna wait to nation build to you to click in your mind. Okay? The Lord not gonna, whatever he got in progress, he not gonna stop it. Until your emotions are okay with it. Nah, it don't work like that, man. Okay? This is the brother Corner Y GMS. Pray always, hope for elect. It's Sirach 26:6. It says, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. Okay, it's a goddamn grief of heart, man. And sorrow, a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. Okay? So there's spirit, especially in the Western world, man, where they think, and then a lot of women think just men, because see, in the West, a woman is just this great thing, so if a man, deal with a woman, he just had this great big accomplishment. It's just great, fantastic, just magnificent, mystical, just feat that the man just accomplished by dealing with another woman. That's how the world look at it, like, oh, this, that's just a natural thing, man. Okay? That's just a natural thing. Okay? It is human anatomy, man. Simple. But the world just over dramatizes it, just like it's just this great, majestic thing. When you the woman look at you like you just doing something so, like just out of the ordinary. You gotta get over that shit, man. And then everything you do, I'm about to go to my mama's house. And her first thing her mind go, he going to see that woman. I'm going to pick my son up from school. Oh, he going to see the woman. I'm going to stop by the brother house on the way back. Oh, he going to see that bitch. That shit there, man. Hey, I'm going to tell you this, man. A lot of you women, you can't get out that shit, man. When shit hit the fan, it's gonna be a lot of men that's gonna hit that Irish exit on your ass, man. Okay? There's a lot of men that when this shit collapse, they gonna hit that Irish exit, man. Okay? Cause that shit old. We too late in the game. We got way more things to worry about than chasing a goddamn woman, man. Yo, you think every, like our life revolve around a goddamn woman. Okay? So yep. This is another one from the brother, GMS Corner Waff. All right. Galatians 6 and 15. And NLT says it doesn't matter whether we have been circumcised or not. Okay, what counts is whether we have been transformed into a new creation. Okay, and it's all a work in progress. If a brother can get that in Philippians 1 and 6, okay, and 4:41, Lord will, because this is what we're here to become. Hey, we should be seeking the old past the good way, all right, and not to try to force anything. Like I say, not to try to force anything, be foolish, and nah, man. But that old way of thinking, okay, that old mindset. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and seek and ask for the old paths, where is a good way, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls. Okay, because it's bigger than multiple women. Okay, just to have that mindset as a woman that you can't govern every move your husband makes. Okay, he doesn't operate according to what you approve and what you don't approve. What how your emotions are. The man don't operate off that. Okay, multiple women, they're just a part of. But there's been when has that stopped? Okay, as a woman, every man that you dealt with, 90% of them have had multiple women. Okay, you leave a man because he had another woman, then you go get with another man, and he gonna have multiple women. He had women before you got there. Okay, stop. Grow up. All right, that's a little girl spirit. You see, when you speaking of rulership, you understand nation building. Okay. It says, and ye shall find rest for your souls, but they said we would not walk therein. I want to get this account real quick since I said that. I want to get this account. All right. Grow up, man. God damn. you know? All right. You're not the beginning and end of a man's happiness, man. Okay. Just be straight out. All right. It was a fairy tale. Okay. Them niggas, it sounded good, the songs and shit. All right. But we don't work like that. Okay. Now, this is dealing with the mother of Sisera. All right. Sisera was a general of the I believe of the Canaanites. So he was a man of status. He was a general. So his mother is looking for him to come back from war, but it was an Israelite woman, that seduced him and put him to death. Okay, if you read, that whole chapter. All right. So his mother is looking for him. Now look at the language. Look at how she's talking. It says the mother of Sisera looked out at a window and cried through the lattice, why is his chariot so long in coming? Why tarry the wheels of his chariots? Okay. Her wise ladies answered her, yeah. She returned herself. She returned answer to herself. So she is there, and she's a woman. She has wise ladies, so she has servants. Okay. So this is a woman of status. Okay. Her son is a man of status. Okay. So she's well off. Okay. It says, So she wondering like, damn, my son, dang, she looking at the window like, because she done seen him come home from war, all right, plenty of times. Okay? Verse 30 says, have they not speed? Speaking of the chariots, of the horsemen, have they not divided the prey to every man a damsel or two, to Sisera a prey of diverse colors, of needleworks, which is clothing, of diverse colors of needlework on both sides, meet for the necks of them that take the spoil. So she looking, because this is normal to her. Her son coming back from war with his men, and they all having, spoils of war. They say every man a damsel or two. Okay, this is his mother, but she's a woman of status. She understands nation building, and this is a heathen. Okay, now we're, of course, we're not, we're not gonna go crazy right now. Okay, but the way we think should start to change. Okay, we know we really gonna get into, all right, a nation building in the kingdom, but the Lord, hey, He'll make a move here and there for certain situations, man. Okay, and you gotta get out that old westernized, that mud deer spirit, man. Okay, that shit gonna get left behind. All right, this Philippians 1:6. This is Brother Corner Waff. Philippians 1:6, and it says, being confident of this very thing, that he which have begun a good work and you will perform it until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. So the Lord is working with all of us, man. He's building us up to be fit for the kingdom, man. Okay, and we at the point now where the least of your worry should be as a woman is another goddamn woman. All right, now men, we gotta be responsible. Our decision making has to be on point. All right, and we should highly consider, if that situation arises, if we something to add to our household, it has to be vetted. Okay, don't just be out here doing anything, moving off of looks. Okay, so we have to be mature on our end, man. Okay, we're all being built up to be joint heirs, man. And that old westernized way of thinking, all right, that shit played out. It didn't work. Okay, the gig is up. Everybody done had their chance to rule over the Israelite man and micromanage his life and control his happiness with a knob. That shit there is over with. It's fading out. You can sit there and try to scratch and claw and hold on to it. You're gonna be left. Okay, so Lord will, you brothers, and you sisters edify once again. We'll give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to our younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.